Hey posers, welcome to another one of the Black and White Delights reviews of Smackdown. First off, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers, which will be Katie with C Nation, Derule 514, Relic 316, Norati Gibb 100, Leroy Hopkin, and Wrestling Massacre. And Relic 316, don't think I didn't notice you tried to register twice or subscribe twice so you can get mentioned twice. I caught that, but thank you for the awesome comment saying that my reviews are awesome. I know they are, but thanks anyway. Well, let's first off, I would like to plug WrestlingRevolution.com, the epic center for all your wrestling needs, and we have just started doing our web exclusive content, which means these videos cannot be seen on YouTube or anywhere else. We just this week, our second web exclusive content video was put up with, it was Wesley White's video game review, where he is reviewing WWF in your house. I'll put a link in the description box. Go check it out. Also, take a look around WrestlingRevolution.com. It's awesome. Let's jump right into this week's Smackdown.
Get ready for the Smackdown! Get ready for the Smackdown! How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the Smackdown!
This week's Smackdown is in Zamario's backyard of Manchester, England. Alright. We start with an opening promo with Edge. Edge starting out by saying he will be world champ by WrestleMania 27, or going into WrestleMania 27 because he's going to win it at Survivor Series. And then he's going to take out Otunga tonight. Otunga comes out with Nexus and they surround the ring. They're going to jump Edge. But then the last person I expected, Vicky Guerrero, comes out and saves Edge. Vicky says that tonight's match with Otunga and Edge is going to be a lumberjack match with Nexus and SmackDown members around ringside. So then Vicky says that since they're in England, Otunga and Edge need to shake hands like good gentlemen. And they do. And then as Otunga's getting out of the ring while he's on the apron, Edge spears Otunga, and Otunga falls on the Nexus, making it look like Edge is burying Nexus. Good way, I guess, to kick off the show. On top of that, Vicky said that Eddie was confined in customs. He was mistaken as a turtle. No, I'm just kidding. But he does look like a turtle. Anyway, we go to the first match of the night with Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. This is a really good back and forth match. These two guys are actually really good workers in the ring. Kofi Kingston with his high octane action. Alberto Del Rio kind of using the ground and pound style and a little bit of fast paced action because, he's got that Mexican style in him. Alberto Del Rio hits a nice enziguri on Kofi Kingston while he's on the apron. Kofi falls to the outside. Kofi hits a nice springboard clothesline to the inside of the ring from the apron, and then it's a nice jumping clothesline right after that. The tide turns at the end when Alberto Del Rio Kofi's trying to grab Alberto Del Rio through the turnbuckle area. It's really weird. It's kind of dumb how they did it, but Alberto Del Rio pulls Kofi Kingston's arms through and his shoulder hits the turnbuckle pad or the turnbuckle post, and then they get back in the ring and Alberto Del Rio gets the armbar on, the cross armbar, and Kofi Kingston taps out. Pretty good match, I thought, to kick off the show. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I gave this match. 4 out of 5 Black Rangers. Not a bad way to kick off the show. Good work between two young superstars. After the match, Ray comes out and hits a 619 Alberto Del Rio. Yay. Next, we go to a backstage promo with Nexus. They're talking about, they're varying on Otunga's leadership. Otunga comes in and rallies the troops. And at the end, I don't know, Nexus is still kind of weary, so, It was an okay promo. Next, we go into the second match of the night, which is the Little English Muffin, Layla L. I don't even know if that was an English accent, but sorry. Versus Natalya. This was actually a good Divas match. Layla and Natalya, great workers. Early on in the match, Natalya hits a holding suplex, that holding vertical suplex, and drops Layla. Layla hits a nice kick to Natalya's face while she's on the apron. Natty hits a nice tornado DDT on Layla. And in the end, Natty just hits the sharpshooter on, or the Anvilette, as I like to call her, hits the sharpshooter on Layla, and Layla taps out, giving Natalya some nice momentum going into Survivor Series. So, let's go to the Ranger Ranking Calculator to find out what I gave this match. 4 out of 5 Pink Rangers. It was a great match. These two women worked really well together. There were some great spots. No botches, really. And can't complain. Next, we go to a video promo with Kane and Paul Bearer. Basically, Kane was just cutting a great promo on Edge. That's about it. Next, we go to the third match of the night, which is Edge versus David Otunga. Alright, so in the beginning, Edge throws Otunga outside the ring, and Rey Mysterio hits a nice kick to Otunga's head. It's just like, it was a heel thing to kind of do. He just walks up and just bam, right in that Otunga's head, and then they throw him back in the ring. Later on, Edge gets thrown out, and Alberto Del Rio, like, you know, they're not, you know, the SmackDown superstars are like, oh, you know, we're not going to touch Edge. Edge gets on the apron, Alberto Del Rio walks up, pulls his legs out from under him, Edge falls down, hits the apron, Swagger throws him back in the ring, and Otunga takes control. This match was really kind of slow and sloppy, I thought. I mean, Edge is a good worker, and I'm kind of starting to see why, because I don't watch Raw incredibly a lot, or even if I do, I don't pay attention to it. But I'm starting to see why people call Otunga a sloppy worker, because even Edge couldn't really work too much with Otunga in this match. So in the end, Edge drop kicks Alberto Del Rio into MVP. Then MVP and Otunga get into it, and then there's a huge brawl on the outside between the SmackDown superstars. McGillicuddy tries to get in the ring, Edge spears him. Edge sets up for the spear on Otunga. Kane slides in the ring, hits a chokeslam on Edge. Otunga gets the win. Otunga's safe in Nexus, I guess. Let's go to the Ranger Ranking Calculator to find out what I gave this match. 2 out of 5 Green Rangers. It wasn't a god-awful match, but it definitely was the worst match of the night, in my opinion. It was slow and sloppy. Alright, next we have the 4th match of the night, which is Dolph Ziggler versus MVP. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. MVP starts out on fire. I mean, he hits 2 roll-ups and a jackknife pin on Dolph Ziggler. On top of that, he hits a nice exploding drive-by kick early on. Like, you know, where he just runs, he just drop kicks him and kicks him in the face. Towards the middle of the match, Dolph Ziggler takes back control. It's a lot of ground and pound. I don't want to say this match was too incredible, but it wasn't horrible either. MVP and Dolph Ziggler, great workers in the ring. I think this is going to be a great feud for these two if they build it right and they push it right. In the end, towards the end, Ziggler jumps off the top rope and he just jumps right into MVP's boot. I mean, it was nasty. But in the end, Dolph Ziggler puts a nice kick to MVP's knee, hits a zigzag, and gets the 1, 2, 3. Some will argue that MVP had his leg on the rope, but Dolph Ziggler pulled his leg off the rope to get the 3 count. So I don't know. Leave your opinions in the comment box. Let's go to the Ranger Ranking Calculator and find out what I gave this match. 3 out of 5 Yellow Rangers. It was a pretty good match. Not spectacular. The ending was gimmicky, but 2 good workers. I'm interested to see. Let's put it this way. I'm interested to see where this feud goes from here. Next, we go to a backstage promo where Kane finds the urn and no Paul Bearer. Oh no. So anyway, we go to another promo where dashing Cody Rhodes comes out and he cuts a great promo on the people of Manchester, England, talking about their teeth. You know, I have nasty teeth. I'm trying to take Cody Rhodes' advice by flossing and brushing, you know, and using mouthwash. So hopefully that will bring me one step closer to being dashing. So he cuts a great promo, I thought. The video was kind of gay, but the promo that he cut when he came out alone would have been enough for me. Next, we go to another backstage promo with Kane looking for Paul Bearer. He throws a guy up against the wall, says, have you seen him? He says, no. Keeps on going. Main event of the night, Big Show versus Kane, the World Heavyweight Champion. I have to say I am very impressed with this match. This match got nice time, and for two big super heavyweights, these guys did great working together. It started off with Kane and Show just going to blows, back and forth, you know, just these guys were doing some great work. Kane clotheslines a Big Show to the outside of the ring, and they both, you know, they both spill outside. Big Show almost cracks his head on the concrete. It looked nasty. They both get back in the ring. Before we go to the break, we see Paul Bearer tied up in the back with, you know, and he's just watching a monitor. Wow. We kind of know where this is going. We come back from the break, and Kane is just grounding the Big Show, using rear chin locks and all that, and just, you know, basically taking the wind out of Big Show, using a lot of good methods on the Big Show that a lot of people don't have a chance to because they're not big enough. Kane, however, is big enough. Show tries to do a superplex on Kane from the top, but Kane reverses it and then hits his diving clothesline off the top, which was really nice. In the end, Kane brings Paul Bearer out, and we see the methodical Joker-like Kane. Now, I don't mean Joker as in like a jester. I mean Joker as in like the Dark Knight Joker. This is the Edge I like. Like, the not dumb, he's the cold, calculating, methodical, but crazy. He got that way with Vicky Guerrero, when Vicky Guerrero and Edge were splitting up, and The Undertaker. I like that Edge. That Edge makes me happy, because that is the Edge I like to see, and that is what is going to take this feud to the next level. In the end, Kane brings Paul Bearer out, and he starts methodically, you know, playing with Kane. Kane, you know, he goes to run Paul Bearer off the side of the ramp. Kane gets back in the ring. He's like, whoa, 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 okay. Big Show chokeslams Kane, gets the 1, 2, 3. Big Show gets the win, and then Edge just keeps on playing, and he basically takes Paul Bearer to the back and he says, "Say bye bye to your dad. I'm fixing your daddy issues." Great way to end SmackDown. Great way to push this feud. Last week I was not impressed with the way they were building the world title feud. This week, 180. I'm stoked. This is gonna be great. Kane and Edge really need to have a promo off next week, and just, these two guys are going to be great. This feud is going to be awesome. I think it's going to, honestly, if they let it go the right way, it's going to be better than Taker and Kane. Anyway, let's go to the Ranger Ranking Calculator, find out what I gave the main event. 4 out of 5, Red Rangers. It was actually a really good match, and it got good time. The end was a little gimmicky, but, you know, as I said, the return of the methodical Joker-like Edge, I like it. Let's go to the Ranger Ranking Calculator, find out what I gave this match, or this night as a whole. 4 out of 5 Blue Rangers. I thought it was an above average night. The promos were short, sweet, to the point, and they were good. I mean, actually, the Cody Rhodes promo was not bad. The Kane promos weren't bad. The Divas match wasn't bad. The letdown of the night was Otunga Edge. So, you know, and Edge made up for it at the end of the night with the great end to the show. So I think this SmackDown gets a above average ranking for me. Don't forget to check out WrestlingRevolution.com. Check out Wesley White's video game review. The link is in the description box. I'm Grumpy Cheeto.